is alive.
With an eyelash I etched your form upon the moon.
Is alive.
The sun bending over the basins of my eyes this morning washed my hands. Scallops Hotel lurk wherever Popo don't be. Poetry read direct from the bark of a neopo tree. It's only me and mine in a teeny kitchenette at supper time. Measure time as the tire vine swings. This night owl's keen when the king's storyteller can't weave. Through social hegemony, heard Rory was smoking dope in the Garden of Gethsemane. How he make a nimbus out that nihilism? Would've fired on him first, but the rods is missing. This slick curl courtesy Murray's pomade. This slick flow courtesy Dr. Bombay. And tenuring in long hallways, it's all Harambe. Off days at this grocery, my mother named me Rory. I'm proficient at this sorcery. Of course it's he who clamors back and forth with tape recorders. Idealized truth disorder. This motherfucker gatekeeper. The utopian was a late sleeper, angst weaver. With fidgety digits. Scallops Hotel is the building. Please don't forget, get.
Through the ages, they have in it with perfect discipline and unbending loyalty to the majesty of invincible power. All in the realm of death is nothing else but peace. Its inhabitants have all received equal rights because they received equal rights.
I began reading on page 6 because fuck it, nothing matters. On page 6, a man rode his sled across a vast wasteland towards an impossibly evil dark force in a fortress made of ice. I skipped ahead to page 324 because death is always close at hand. The dark force was being strangled by the man who had gained some kind of superior power. As the dim light behind the dark force's eyes began to flutter, I closed the book because all endings are essentially the same. All endings are essentially the same, I said to myself, wiping tears from my eyes.
Indicator eating Waffle House for meals that aren't breakfast. Remember how it felt when the grand verbalizer left us? I don't give a fuck about nary one of y'all. Said Rory's rather scary in them Rubaiyat coveralls. How he clutched the mic like the heaviest hammer. Debbie Downer with the steady grammar, fluid with mystique. The druid sheep asking questions, they don't want the answers. Pastoral landscaper who wrote out every curse word on fine sandpaper. The mild man's labor is converted into coin. It's a favor to exploit your koan. Talking to Scallops Hotel, he go on and on and on and on. He go on and on and on and on. He go on and on. He go on and on. Daddy bug getting open again. Daddy bug getting open again. I'll do better. I'll do better and reject hollow compliments. It's just me and my standards on a big flying continent. How we tap into the whole source code. From lug nut to lignum, a Dutch bag of ism and a lovely sense of rhythm. Gully cynicism, how he do that? How he do that? How he tap into the whole source code. From lug nut to lignum, a Dutch bag of ism and a lovely sense of rhythm. A gully cynicism, how he do that? How he do that? How he tap into the whole source code. From lug nut to lignum, a Dutch bag of ism and a lovely sense of rhythm, a gully cynicism. How he do that? How he do that? He do that? How he do that? He do that? Do that? Scallops Hotel is the building.
Out body alfalfa sprout. Out. Check. Yeah.
I fucked it up. Let me do it again. Out body alfalfa sprouts, overextended, casting wild doubts, and it's hard to pretend when it's time to sow and yield a nagging tick, like how not doing chores feels, like speaking in quips from only Seinfeld, thinking you had ginned up a genuine mind meld. The truth is you just consume in similar ways, shedding all types of names from my earlier days. Activate shields to ward off covetous looks. My mother Facebook posts pictures of her coloring books, making me Black Herald with crayon purple. You should pray, I don't hurt you. You should pray, I don't hurt you. Off the specter on the spectrum, sectum semper at the lectern. I don't need the whole spectrum to paint another universe. The hand of the maker is visible at all times. Never in my life have I listened to Magna Carta. I watch films by Agnes Varda with my wife on weekdays. Recalcitrant, sebaceous griffin with the malcontent. I heard that rapper you love is a facile manipulator, copping hand motions from Art Basel gesticulators. You don't want to look up to nobody like that. You don't want to look up to nobody like that, dog. Nah. Nah. Say it like this. My very being here is an act of rebellion. Scallops Hotel is the building housing felons. Shaded spot where an elotes man sells melons. Put it like this, yo. The kid is bona fide. Ralph Ellison's Reinhardt personified. Too ill with the quill in the sheath. Bugged out in the pub where the dullards swill grease. A real nuisance with the nuance, like you really thought that we martyred you, but that was just a Kobayashi Maru. I'm reading Andre Maru in these days of rap. Or was it days of yore? Stalin's granddaughter cosplaying as Tank Girl. You couldn't cop enough sweatshirts to thank Earl. Meanwhile, comparing schematics of rocking chairs, seen Rubaiyat and said you could fit a flock in here. Reverend Hashem praying to Scrava Anastasia. Time is a flat circle, I toss it how I want to, bruh. The thief in Nakatomi Plaza ain't supposed to die no natural death. The thief of always ain't supposed to die no natural death. Leo's carrots, how I manipulate my flickering light. Tall boy, descending to pygmy, counting dead fruits in the crotch of a fig tree. They arming Ashanti with that slanderous mambo. However, I'm gnawing towards the center, having trouble defining centripetal. Home studio is altered, pen and rap like a sacred ritual. And it's all incandescence. The corduroy coon prince ain't supposed to die no natural death. Black Orpheus ain't supposed to die no natural death.
This piano was played underwater by a slave ship suicide jumper with 8 fingers. And no, we didn't take a selfie. I'm squatting at the final frontier of gentrification. To the east, sound bath meditation in the form of vacant, breaking bread, ribs, and $100 bills. Bank tried to scoop the crib when Emma passed without a will. Found her face down, blood pool, air thick and sickly. Frigid December morning, please come quickly. Black is Sabbath, fast, no taxes, no flags, no guards, no masters. I don't have to do a thing but stay black and die. That's what my mother say. Flow gon' run away. Arcade on the deuce, went to 81, overproof sound. I don't feel my age, days spilling to the next. And the churches keep burning, and the churches keep burning. It's working, that's just where I come from. It's not that something's up, but something's up. Back in our minds again, tell me what's happening. This is not a revelation, these are not revelations. Wages of sin don't get taxed, and for us, even suspicion might not earn a trial. Riding on the island, quiet and captive inside, and fending off young lions and crooked guards alike. Just to rather take our own life tonight. Don't talk to me about black on black crime unless you're addressing the condition we tend to live in the mind behind its design, the intention. Sickness and its symptoms, symbols is bug. I blow a dubbing zone, narco Jesus of the indigo telephone. What do you do when you're low? What do you do when you're low? What do you do when you're low? The flesh is weak, yellow cones and caution tape. My breast tissue absorbs cop bullets at close range. Laughing pain, whole hood felt wrath and cane. Mega blast 88, shake the block, say your name, say your name. Got engaged with a rock, shave with the top, flick like when your man get a drop. Too flame emoji, too hot, prison of parole, get back on the block. Recidivist vision, concrete ceiling, rage to express most unsettling feelings behind the wall. They used to hang you and cut the ball. My baby mom tripping, won't visit at all. Talk is cheap, faith is strong but desperate, holding on. This beat so goddamn brolic. All night red can't stop. Death is only a dream. Black gold pipeline keep pumping. These cups will keep you afloat.